Here we are then, we're at Jervis Street and we're beside this new street artwork of Luke Kelly. It's just completed last week and immediately started spreading online. People started to notice it and share photographs of it online. So it was completed last week, just in time for the annual Luke Kelly Festival. That was the third Luke Kelly Festival. I think it started a few years ago, and every year they hold it over in Smithfield. So they have 2 days of events where they have talks, concerts, other activities, all to celebrate, Luke Kelly, his life, his career, and to make sure that his memory is kept alive here in Dublin.
Yeah, and was it this artwork done specifically for the festival, or was it done for other reasons?
No, I think the timing of it was to coincide with the festival, but it was done independently by the artist. But I think that Dublin Canvas, or the organisation in charge of all these sort of traffic box artworks that have been completed around the city, in recent years, they wanted it done, just in time for the festival. So I think it was done on the Friday and it was announced on the Saturday morning, just hours before the Luke Kelly Festival.
I can see the artist's signature down in the corner.
Sarah Minero Rey, I think to give her full name. She's a Spaniard, a young Spanish artist who lives in Dublin, and she's done some of these other sort of Dublin Canvas artworks, including one over in Dublin 8, quite close to where the Luke Kelly and Ronnie Drew artwork used to be, that you're a big fan of, over by High Street, over near St. Audin's Church, over there in the Liberties. So she has done other traffic boxes like this, but yeah, she's a young Spanish artist, self-taught, Sarah Minero Rey, and the title of this work that we're looking at now here at Jervis Street is Luke Kelly, the Dublin Minstrel.
Is there any particular reason that this artwork of him is here rather than somewhere else in another part of Dublin?
Yeah, and that's actually interesting, because a lot of these Dublin Canvas artworks that you see, around the city, sometimes they can be just like random subjects, painted on them, but other times they can be there for a very specific reason. And in this case, the reason why the artist wanted to paint Luke Kelly here at Jervis Street is because Luke Kelly's father was shot when he was a child down at Bachelor's Walk, and when he was 9 or 10 years of age when he was shot during the Bachelor's Walk tragedy, and he was taken here to Jervis Street Hospital. So we just look down the road there's Jervis Street Shopping Centre, but that used to be Jervis Street Hospital. If you go actually up the stairs, you'll find the plaques about its former life as a hospital, and that's where Luke Kelly Sr. was taken as a child, after being shot. But thankfully he pulled through. There was a couple of negative, gloomy predictions in the press that this young Dublin boy was not going to survive being shot. But thankfully he pulled through, grew up, got married, and one of his children is the famous Luke Kelly, who we're looking at here depicted in art. So it's nice to see Luke Kelly remembered like this, and just like the festival that it coincided. It just shows that Dublin certainly remembers Luke Kelly.
And connecting it back to the 1914 really brings that heritage to fore here.
Yeah, it really sort of helps when you understand why the artist chose this location. It's just nice of just remembering that bit of history about Luke Kelly's father, and the Bachelor's Walk tragedy, the Hope gun running, all those events that were happening in 1914. So that explains the location here at Jervis Street and Great Strand Street.